I'm also looking forward for that to happen very, very soon. I think that leopard is still around here. When I checked today on Vietnam driveway, just on Ops Road, tracks of him was coming out into the bush heading west and come back into direction of Zoe's Road.
Okay.
I've checked Impala Plains all the way down the other side. The tracks is not out. He might be somewhere in the block, moving around the area. And today, we're tracking the ML leopard there by Spaghetti Crossing. And the trackers went east on Watcher's Nest and come back Giraffe Deep. When we stopped at Befesuk Dam, thinking we were going to go around the other side, they located the leopard crossing over the boundary and head off into Befesuk. It could be the same leopard, I believe. It could be him. He looked like he's going to settle around the area because he just bumped the female on the kill. There's not much activity of males there. If you look at Jordan's, we take a while to see him, and we had Mafufunyan today. It come away from Triple Zebrahood from Aratuza into the area. He only goes around Treehouse Dam off into Rijigari. He doesn't spend a lot of time here. He doesn't come all the way down here.
Sure.
So young male leopards, they can really stay here for free because there's no male that compete with him. I believe he's going to stay. If you look at Tingana, Saseka, Kurula, the little bit small leopard compared to the young male leopard. He's got a lot of muscles, is big. He can try to be around the area without disturbing with any dominant male around the area.
It is. It's great, isn't it? I mean, just to be able to sit here and chat about the activity of leopard and how everything starts to change and how the story is going to turn out with a new individual in the area. I mean, it can be years when you'll have leopard that have established their territories and there's not really much change unless you just get younger ones passing in and out. But to have a new one that's been around, been spotted a few times, it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out. And,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
really,
you'll see those old guys better start working hard to mark their territory and make sure this youngster doesn't come in and push them around.
I would really like for that young man to stay around you. It's such amazing and big. But that would be true because if you look at the way he behaved towards vehicle, he's coming from, the area where he gets to see vehicle on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
He's very relaxed. Good, very relaxed. I can't believe that he's coming from. Leopard is all the way down there. If the leopard comes from Manyaneti or Kruger National Park, you know the story. These leopards from Kruger or Manyaneti, it's a big blocks. They haven't seen vehicle and once they get to see, even to hear the engine, they just run off into the bush. So it's really coming from those areas. And we all know that with leopard. We have Saseka, Tingana, and they might not going to stay here for good. They might go somewhere else as far as leopard here or somewhere else because they're born in the area. If you look at Mafufunya still here, leopard they avoid inbreeding. They will have to go somewhere else. So it can happen that young man leopard is coming from way, long, coming here is going to settle and you're going to compete on the males and he take over from the dominant issues.
It's going to be great and exciting to see how things turn out. So let's keep an eye on this new male leopard in the area, and just keep track of his activity, where he's moving to, and see what we can find out a little bit about his history. And it'll be great to find out how everything turns out on that side. But Rex, tell me, what news of the lion in the area? Kuhuma Pride,
Mapochos. If I follow up on the information of Kuhuma, a week ago we had that Josie is inside Hoffman. He make a kill of buffalo there, and from Hoffman he headed all the way down east. He been at our neighborhood Chitwa on the dam. From there he headed straight to the east in Kruger. He didn't come back all the way down there. But when we spotted tracks, it was around here in quarantine, full moon deep, and head all the way down there. And he moved to the east. And now there's two males that are in the area, which are now more in the eastern side of Green Pan area. They went into Kruger too. So look like all the animals now, all the lions now that move into the Kruger. And the reason behind because of Mapochos, they can be here in and out. And we heard that last week, 5 days back they were at the Aratuza Dam. It's not far from us, and the 10 back went into the south. So if you look at the all lions activities, because of Mapochos still in and out into the area. They're all moving into Kruger National Park for the safety of the youngster. This new male coming from Manyeleti, as we have now today, they're moving into Kruger. It could be another threat to Kuhuma Pride. It's the reason why the Kuhuma Pride, they keep on moving very far. Josie is coming back here. Out into the bush, two is better than one. If you look at the two young males that are formed cohesion together, with Josie male is being alone. It's alone on the cohesion of male. So it's really easy for two young males to drive him out on a short tree. So they have to move very far, deeply into Kruger, until those youngsters grow up, and they will come back again themselves and challenge dominance into the area, because they were introduced in the area. These animals sometimes they might tell history to the youngster, and after when they grew up to 2.5, 3 years age of old, they might come back into the area, start to challenge a fight with males that are around in the surrounding. Then it's where we're going to see Kuhuma. And we had that one of the female of Kuhuma a week ago, she was around Green Pan area. She moved into Kruger National Park. There might be more active very close to Kruger, I believe, somewhere on that line.
And there's been a male and a female started just north in Buffelshoek.
Yeah, that it will be a Sandy Patch female joining these two nomadic male that come from Manyeleti, as people said. We don't have more information about they might be coming from somewhere else. Yeah. But it have joined. Even now, there's two males. They're with Sandy Patch female all the time. So it have a company. Sandy Patch is having a company now with these two young males that are around in the area.
Excellent. It's great.
It's amazing.
Lots of activity, lots of action, lots of change, new characters, lots of movements of the wildlife, the territorial animals and dominant animals. So it's going to be lots for us to follow, and it's always great to see some activity and give us something to keep our eyes on and to just see the behavior. I mean, that's the beauty in this area. I mean, we are part of a very large block of land. I mean, the greater Kruger region with all the private reserves and the Kruger Park itself, it just offers the perfect environment for this natural behavior to take place, that animals don't have to be darted and moved out and then new dominant males brought in to keep the gene pool active and healthy. You can actually just get this whole natural process, and animals will come from the Kruger Park into these reserves, and animals from here will move out. So it really is an awesome block to work in there.
Yeah, nature itself, I mean, it's well balanced. It doesn't need any interference of human being. Itself, it can take its own control. Yeah, which is really, really amazing. I like, nature, because itself can manage itself. It doesn't need anyone to manage.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, Tex, I just think now's a nice opportunity to introduce a face that's been around here that hasn't been on camera too many times, and I'm sure he wants to come just through and say hello. Mr. Texan. It's a strange thing that I have actually worked very close with Texan when I was down in the southern parts of the Sabi Sands. I was in the neighbouring reserve, and it took a while for us to actually realise that we knew each other, and we had bumped into each other quite a few times, and a lot of great stories to be able to share, and individual characters, and a leopard that we had both known, and elephant that we had both seen and become familiar with. So it's great to have Texan on board. He's done a good workout over here. So Tex, here we go, man.
Hi. Thanks, man. There we go. Thanks, man. So as Marco said, we will be joined by Texan here for tonight. Texan is very, very welcome. As I said to you,
hi, Lexi. Thanks, man.
It's really enjoy. Really, it's really amazing. Texan is one member, or one of the community member coming from Dixie. We are the same village that we own. I've been known Texan for a while, since I was young. Texan, how do you feel to be, live on, on television? For maybe it could be not your first time, but how do you feel today to be with us? Chat around the fire.
Yeah, for myself, I will say good evening for everyone. So, Rexy, to be honest with you, I'm so happy to be with you guys here. You've been running a long time to try to convince me to come and join you guys here. And I was trying to run away from you. I said, no, man, I don't like that. And now I'm happy because I'm enjoying what we're doing here, and I'm enjoying the team and the teamwork, how we're doing here. So to me, it's very good. And I will say thanks, Rex, for been chasing me around to make me come and join the team here. So I'm happy because we are the neighbor at home, and we now a team at work. So I'm very happy. And the guys that are with us here, so they are very, very good guys. And like Marco, we just bump into each other. Like he was at Savisand and I was at Lion Sand, so we was neighbors there. But I'm happy now because we just in one team now. We was not like before that was meaning that he was in Pirates and I was in Chiefs. Now we're all Chiefs. So I'm happy with that now. We're all playing for one team.